We are live, everyone. Let us begin. The Verdant Wall has fallen. The way to the Badlands is open. A flood of exiles and tribesmen flow through the fresh breach towards the verdant farmlands of the Shali province. The leader of these exiles, Rastin Morbrook, has simple intent to capture the province as a new haven for those ejected by the ruling empire of Cadlia. The architect of the wall's fall, Lydia Jacksonaire, has her sights set upon Virgin society as a whole. Their differing intentions must soon come to terms. Amongst this revolution are two children of devils, each with their own eye on freedom. But the path to it is barred still by a Virgin garrison, so for now, they will remain aligned with the greater revolutionary forces. Gael, Lucy, you stand upon a field of battle. Please roll for me initiative.
Oh wow, off the bat, okay. Where is my character? I don't see her. Oh, there he is. Got him. Thank you.
All right. And Gael, you recently acquired an ally amongst the desert. Would you like to call Lexarian to aid you in this battle?
Yeah, sure. That sounds fun.
Lucy.
Can I put him in the...
I can do this right here for you.
Thank you.
Your good butler, Oromus, may also be of assistance in such a fight. Would you like to call his assistance here?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, here he will be.
A fairy ball and martini in the middle of combat is the only way to have combat, in Lucy's opinion.
All right. So, let me describe for you what you are up against. As you may be able to see, a battlefield unfolds before you of varying combatants and allies. The lizard folk tribes, the minotaurs of Baphomet, the orc warriors, the exiles of the desert, and the Exaris remnant of mages. In closest proximity to you, fighting against a massive clay golem which stands perhaps almost 12 feet in height, with large fists balled up that smash against the grasslands before you, is Rastin Morbrook, leader of this revolution. He calls out towards you and says, "Friends, aid me with this foe!" Lucy, you act first. What are you going to do?
Well, considering how it is a giant clay golem, most of my wiles is probably not gonna be helpful. So, and I think everyone knows Lucy can do this already. So, Lucy's gonna go ahead and create a flaming sword, and will, if I could grab Lucy, come over and attack the flame blade.
All right. Striking out against the golem. 18 will hit for 16 points of fire damage, slashing into its clay hide, leaving the clay blistering and bubbling where the sword struck, and it gives a whoa. And you can see almost a wince from this Vergent evoker that seems to be puppeteering it.
Yeah. And that'll be it. That'll be my turn.
All right. this golem is going to swing out its fists, striking at Rastin. Let's see. With a 22 to hit for 21 points against him. All right. And striking out against Lucy with a 23 to hit for 16.
Ooh.
Do make me that Constitution saving throw to see if your hit points are reduced on the maximum side.
Ooh. I don't like that.
Save. Both of you. Good.
Nice.
Alrighty. The evoker that is present as well is going to cast a firebolt in your direction, Gael, with a 25 to hit for 13 fire damage.
That's against my constitution.
Nope, that's an attack roll.
So against my armor class?
Yep.
Got it, so it always hits. And I just get 13.
That's
Got
right.
it.
Alrighty, and you're up, Gael.
Question. So this guy is a double click. This guy is a summoner?
Seems to be some kind of magic-wielding spellcaster, likely one of the government-ordained mages.
Okay, but he didn't summon this guy.
There seems to be a connection, and in fact, looking across this battlefield at the various clay golems, you can see each one of them is accompanied by one of these evokers.
I'm just wondering if attacking the evoker is a better idea, because if the evoker goes, does the summoning go? We'll try.
It may be.
That might be a good idea.
Well, I am going to... Sorry, I have not thought this through.
All good.
Also getting to know my spells yet again. Can I do a... Center, show others, something like that, where it's going to hit both of them, but not my friends. But then I would hit them. Can I face it there? Perfect. Yes. And is that within 150 of me? Yes. Perfect. So we're going to fireball it, because fireballs are fun.
All right. Make sure you get a roll out for that.
Hit the right button. There we go.
All good. It will happen.
Because fireballs are the bestest.
Ooh, that's a nice
Once
damage
you're a
roll as
sorcerer,
well.
you're like, fireball.
That's fail on both counts. So that's 38 points of fire damage, which the evoker is knocked off balance from, falling to the ground. Very much injured by that attack, and not looking good. Rastin is up and will strike out with his scimitar towards the
When do our
golem
buddies
twice.
go?
We'll be on that in just a moment.
Got it.
Does get his sneak attack bonus. Bloodying this golem. And at this time, let's run your allies. Though in subsequent turns, we can run them on your turns.
Okay.
So go ahead and why don't you kick us off with Auromus, Victor?
Okay. So Otimus, being the sly old man he is going to go ahead and what's his movement speed? 30 feet? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect. Is able to, without getting close, is able to, or getting close to the golem, is able to rush over to the evoker and is going to make... So, Otimus has multi-attack. Can attack 3 times. 1 with the tail and 2 with claws. Can I make one of the claw attacks a grapple?
I'll allow it. You may not need it. Go ahead and roll the attack first.
Okay.
May not be needed.
So, first claw attack.
Yep, this claw attack will strike down the evoker here, and Auromus gives a all in the name of my master.
Perfect.
You-
Does anything noticeable happens with the golem?
Yes, as this evoker falls, the golem gives a "Ah!" and seems almost unrestrained, but still hostile.
Okay. Then we'll move up and finish his 2 attacks. Or use the other 2 of his attacks.
Fantastic. Let's see it. 12 will miss.
And then the tail.
Hit for 12. Bingo. And let's
Right.
get our big fellow in here, Lexarian. John, why don't you run him?
Heck yeah. I'm gonna put him right there. So let me grab him.
Y'all have some powerful allies.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I literally am about to damn. So I basically have the same ability. I can do 2 moves with my giant fork and 1 with its tail. So I'm gonna do that. So 1, 2, 1.
Perfect. All right. So 14, 19, and then 14 points from the tail is exactly enough to fell this golem as it falls to the ground into
Nice.
globs of muddy clay. Each of you roll me a wisdom check.
Ooh, okay.
Wisdom check.
Just straight wisdom?
Sad.
Oh, no.
Nothing seems the matter to you guys,
No, not at all.
nor to the devils that surround you. Rastin will say, "Thank you for your aid. There, let us assist Lady Lydia. Come, these golems must fall." And he will begin to
We were
rush
never
this direction.
the wise ones. Or the smart ones.
Mm-hmm.
Top of the order. You guys are up. Lucy,
Awesome.
what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna go over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and chuck a Alright, trying to
All good? Just get
I
yourself
guess,
set
I
over
guess
there.
I'm just gonna cast Vicious Mockery
Okay. Target?
at the Evoker.
The evoker. Okay, and that is
Yeah.
a wisdom. Fail. 2 points of damage.
Nice.
And disadvantage on the next attack roll. Very good. What are you
Yes.
mocking?
The drab way in which they are controlling their golem. Obviously, they haven't updated their technique in many years, and they just simply look like a child.
There's a look of disgust in your direction. And Oramus, go ahead and move him at least.
Yes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then Otimus is going to go ahead and hurl flame at the... probably going to miss.
Yep.
But at the Evoker.
Okay, that's a miss.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Your enemies will act. This clay golem is going to swing out its fists towards Lydia Jacksonaire. That is going to be bum and bum. Which the first will strike her, but the second is deflected as she raises a hand and a magical barrier of force protects her from the blow. With that, the Evoker is going to turn towards you, the new approaching enemies, and cast a spell.
I'm going to counterspell.
You don't even know what the spell is yet, but
I don't care.
all right. So it was going to be a fireball, which would probably have been a nice thing to have happen for them, but with a flick of the wrist, Lucy, you prevent the casting of that hostile spell, and the Evoker gives a "Ah!" in frustration. Gael, you're up.
Sorry, I was
Help
reading
sending
spells.
a message.
So, okay, we're attacking this guy over here. Yeah.
A set of dudes.
I was just reading Summon Aberration, which is a move that I have now, and I was just figuring out if I wanted to summon an aberration. Sorry.
All good. I will,
maybe eventually.
I will set some nice prep for that in your intentions to use it in the future.
I would probably have to like give you that heads up.
I mean, we could always use a generic token for your aberration. Let's see what have I got.
Yeah, but I don't even know like what stats it would have. That's
aberrant.
what I was trying to figure out.
I mean, I know this guy looks pretty aberrant. Watch out for him. He's gonna get you.
Look at that snarl.
Look at that snarl. I think, let's see, can I do another fireball? Because fireballs are fun. And who doesn't love a fireball? 20, yeah, this would be fun. Let's not make it so we can hit him. Perfect. 20, perfect.
He should be good.
Perfect. So like around there. Yeah. Let's do another fireball.
Right,
When in doubt,
for this time.
fireball. Submit. And then Lexarian, who has 60 feet flying speed, so literally can go wherever the heck he wants. He's gonna go right here.
Alright, the Clay Golem is gonna take only 13 points. The Evoker is gonna take a full 27, becoming bloodied.
And multi-attack time.
Let's
boop, boop.
Alright,
Did I do
the
the other one? Boop,
first
boop.
attack is gonna fell the Evoker, so
Oh,
you
sorry.
don't even need to worry about the subsequent ones. As the devil impales her on his fork, throws her over his shoulder with a gout of blood across his face with a He's a violent devil, as they come.
Oh yeah.
Still got a couple of attacks if you'd like to use
redirect?
them.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead
Yeah, I
and move
just have
that.
to be within 10 feet.
Yeah,
so
that-
I just gotta move him there.
That'll be
Um,
the second fork for 14, which hits exactly for 19. And then the tail for 26, which seeks to set an infernal wound upon that golem, which it will roll against. Failing the save, and so it is going to get a marker for that. Alrighty.
Gael is gonna look at Lucy and be like, I know we like jokingly intimidated him, but this is kind of hot.
To which Lucy is probably like, "Oh, honey, you have no idea."
Alrighty. Rastin is going to rush in with his scimitar, aiding Lydia. And with that, it's going to be 1 and 2. Missing on both, unfortunately. Nonetheless, Lydia herself has the ability to act here and is going to cast against this golem a Cone of Cold, which will blast out towards it from this angle, so as not to harm any of her allies. And the golem saves with a 24, making that a 17 points of damage, which will bloody the golem. Alright, Lucy, you're up. What you got?
All right. Gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And swing with the flame blade. Does a 13 hit?
13 misses by 1.
Oh. Alright. And I'm gonna, Ortimus is gonna step in and do his attacks. So, 5 points of damage, 9 points of damage, and a miss.
Fantastic. The golem is up. It is going to fling its fists outwards. This time it is going to strike out towards Ortimus with its first attack. For 21 to hit for 15. And then it's going to strike out at Lydia again with the second attack, which will hit her 15. The evoker is not present, and other combatants are engaged elsewhere. So we're back to the top of the, not the top. We're back to you, Gael. Go ahead. What you got?
Let's see. I was just trying to remember my like quicken spell situation because that's also something else I like to do.
Absolutely.
So let's do. $3d6, 2d6. Let's do Dissonant Whispers 60 feet away from me. Is that still 60 feet away from me? I think it is. Yep, I don't know what I just did. So let's do Dissonant Whispers at 1 leveled up. And I'm gonna use my Quicken spell so that it's a bonus action.
Okay. Wisdom
so
save from the
use
golem.
2 of those.
It saves exactly.
Oh, that's
it'll
annoying.
take the 7 points of damage, but otherwise, I believe, evade the effect of the spell.
And then we're also going to do a fireball, which at level would be...
Can you quicken a leveled spell and then cast another leveled spell like so?
It's fireball. It's not a level spell. It's a cantrip.
Bolt. I thought you said fireball, and I was like...
No,
Yeah.
bolt.
Huh?
So I can do a cantrip and the other one. So haha.
Wisdom saving throw.
Which would be 2d10.
Pass save. Okay.
Yep.
And the creature takes 7 points. All right. Excellent. And your friend?
My friend. He's gonna do his, his thing. Because we really like his thing.
Oh yeah. Hit for 12. Miss. Hit for 14. But I believe this infernal wound should have hit already. At the start of each of its turns, it should have taken 3d6. So go ahead and roll 3d6 for me for the last turn, which the golem had, which I think is going to be just enough right here.
No, that's not how you do it. How did you do it? The other //R.
There you go.
No!
/R?
3d6? How is it?
Yep. /
Forwards. There we go. That works.
7 points, which is enough to fell your foe. As this golem crumples to the ground, Lady Jacksonaire shakes her hands off, bits of ice and blood falling away from him, and says, "Thank you, friends. There's more battle to be had." She nods to you all as she moves off in the direction of her forces to aid them against several Virgin soldiers. Rastin will say, "I will join my others. Go, aid the Minotaur and the Orcs. Fell the rest of the golems." And Rastin is going to continue moving off. He's going to take a little dash over here to aid the lizard folk. And with that, we are at the top of the round. So, Lucy, go ahead and take your movement, with these 2 golems being your next targets.
So, does Lucy know anything about golems enough to recognize, like, I'm assuming the golem is still there, like, the body is there still, yeah?
Right.
Would Lucy know anything about golem magic to understand, like, are they supposed to just stay there, or are they supposed to kind of crumble away, or disappear, or something?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check, but as I've been reminded, both of you roll me Wisdom checks, please.
Right. So you want the Wisdom check.
Yes, I do. There we go.
And then here's the Arcana.
Arcana. What you see from these golems, Lucy, does seem fairly consistent with a constructed creature. Although the exact mechanism of control specifically eludes you. It is not a summoned creature. This creature was definitely made out of clay, and that clay now rests upon the grasses in this field, rather than a summoned creature, which perhaps would have dissipated as its summoner fell. Now, as this golem falls, you almost hear like a song on the wind from its falling body. A high-pitched wail, but yet it's not audible to the ear, but more to the mind.
I don't like that.
Nonetheless,
Fascinating.
your next opponents are ahead, and Lucy,
Yeah.
turn is yours.
Okay. Okay. Lucy's just gonna go ahead and 5, 10, 30. I just want to see on the range for Artemis. Wow, that was pretty long range. Artemis is just gonna sit pretty right there and chuck a flame over at let's see, actually, yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, it's gonna chuck a flame over at the evoker over here.
All the way down here.
Yeah, he has 150-foot range with that thing.
Impressive. They make them well in Kenya.
Yeah.
All right. Then onwards. With a 24 that hits for 8. And is Lucy doing anything?
No, Lucy is just kind of like seeing the battlefield at how well we're pretty much handling everything. Lucy is kind of nonchalant and just kind of like taking a nice stroll.
All right. Perfect.
Picking her teeth, just like.
Yeah.
The golems will now act, closing distance with their combatants and swinging out their fists. 2 attacks towards this minotaur for 26 points, and 2 attacks towards this orc for 28 points. Your allies are not bloodied. These evokers are going to attempt to engage with you guys. And that is going to be a fireball cast out in your direction, Lucy.
Yeah. It was getting chilly.
From this evoker, which will fly towards here, impacting Lucy and Odamus and Lexarian.
All right.
Dexterity save DC 14, please. Though the devils may have a final time at that.
I fail. All right. Yeah, so Odamus is immune to fire, so does not care.
And John, how about Lexarian?
Oh, sorry. I was. Is he immune to fire?
It's 23
I
points.
have
Lucy.
advantage against spells and resistance. Cold. Immunity is fire. Yes, I'm immune to fire.
No damage. So the devils are unmarred. As for you, Gael, this evoker is going to launch out a fire bolt across the field in your direction. 18 to hit for 12 points against Gael.
But I have resistance to fire. How does that mean?
You take 6 points.
Yeah.
And it's your
Meanwhile,
turn.
I took a full freaking, 11? Yeah.
Perfect.
Do
I
you
love
not
it when it's a
have-
fire-based
Do you not
game.
have fire resistance on your sheet there, Lucy?
I should have fire resistance.
Oh, so you took the full 11. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I misheard you.
So I'm going to move the 40. We have 40 flying speed now, right?
Yes.
If you activate your wings,
Oh, is that an action?
what do we have it as in here? Let's check.
I think it's a bonus action we have.
Once per short rest. Yep, not marked with any kind of action, so snap your fingers.
A.
Hey. Okay. So I am going to move over there. Good to know.
All
I can
right.
slowly make it to people that I can eat.
Eat.
I just. Gael's feeling like making out with someone, so you need to get close to someone to do that. So
As Gael approaches, His
Fireball.
cloak is thrown backwards as leathery wings burst forth and carry him forwards. What are you going to do?
We're gonna level up a fireball because like that is great, but I have to place it somewhere so the radius has to be 20 feet.
Let's see
And
about this. Let's see.
where
Do something like
is-
this. I'm messing around with the new tool in Roll20 for
Oh, that's
measuring.
cool. I think I can get like at least the 2 golems and 1 of the sorcerers. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if you make it 1 square
Okay.
over to the left, you get all 3.
Yep, there we go.
Perfectamundo. So you're gonna do that. And then we're also gonna up quicken spell that one so that we can do something else.
Okay.
And
28 points, so that's 14 to this evoker who's bloodied. And then it is
And then-
full 28 to the golems.
And we're gonna try and take that evoker down.
11 will miss.
11 will miss, sad. That's cool, because now my friend can go take care of the rest. He only has 60. That's sad. So we can go here. So we're gonna move him over here. Maybe like over here, so the golems don't have a super chance to get him. Even though he has a ton of life, so I don't know what my problem is. But we're gonna hurl flame, because that is fun.
Good.
Bloop.
Target.
To the beast guy.
That will hit, bringing them close to death. And with that, we are on to your allies' turns. Jangabar, the Minotaur chieftain, roars with excitement at this conflict, swinging his great axe high. Roar! And striking down on the golem twice, hitting once, and saying, "Can you match my strength, small orc?" As the chief Zaruk of the orcs will swing out his great axe, hitting twice for 21 points. It says, "Match and surpass, my big minotaur friend."
Oh, they're buddy.
Lucy, you're up.
So like Lucy's gonna notice the bromance going on of like I totally shipped this, and and is gonna walk on down. Over here. 15, 20, 25, 30 over here. And I think what's going to happen is this one seems almost dead. Otomus is going to go ahead and hurl flame and completely miss.
Correct. He will give a
And
drat upon that. Apologies, my master.
Yeah, and Lucy, to which Lucy is going to reply, just like, well, they did look pretty, so.
Hell's flames.
Action point.
Beauty does not slay. What you got?
So, I'm going to vicious mockery
On that, all right. Let's see.
on the evoker.
Save.
Save. So nothing happens.
Close, but
It was
no spaghetti. The
Spaghetti.
clay golems are up. They're going to strike out again at your allies, striking the Minotaur twice again for 19 and 17. He is still not bloodied. And a miss against the orc, who sidesteps excitedly. The evokers are up and have you in their sights once again. This one is going to move forwards to here, targeting you, Gael. It is going to give you Let's give you the good old fireball too. This is a storm of flames and fun.
So thoughtful. So I take half the damage.
And half again if you save.
Yeah, make your deck save.
But these guys don't know that.
Dexterity save.
Oh, so you only take a quarter damage. So you'll
So
take
what's
5.
a quarter? 22.
Yeah.
5. Yes. 5.
And over here, recognizing that those first tricks didn't work, this evoker is going to tap on their single 5th level spell slot and unleash a cone of cold over here against this group.
I'm going to go ahead and counterspell.
Nice. All right, now this is a 5th level spell, and you're casting with a what level counterspell?
4th.
So you're gonna need a Arcana check to make that go. Let's see it. I believe it's an Arcana, or is it? Let's see. Using your spellcasting ability. So no, that's Charisma. That's better for you.
Yeah.
Misinterpreted that recently.
Yeah, so it's going to be... So the DC is 15. And I just roll... So I'm going to roll a d20. Yeah. And I get a plus 8, I think. Yeah. Or no, I just roll Charisma.
Yeah, just roll Charisma.
It just says... Yeah.
That makes the DC. And with that... Please describe for me Lucy's exact version of counterspell.
Yeah, so I think what's going to happen is when the invoker tries to when Lucy notices the invoker starts doing the somatic and verbal components of the spell, Lucy essentially just says, no, and like waves the hand as if to like set them up, and like kind of when disrupts the magic, kind of like that cartoonish, just like zip up the mouth.
Okay.
And so just kind of like shushes the evoker, just like no.
And as the evoker is attempting to unleash this spell, almost as if slapped in the face, they give a and a look of aghast disappointment towards its enemy. Gael, you're up. Speaking of inflicting aghast disappointment upon their enemies.
What is that supposed to mean? Perfect.
Upon their enemies, not their allies.
I'm going to move 40 feet closer to my enemy. And then my vibe is, I forgot that I have a really cool spell. Or not spell. I have this thing called Natural Charm. So I can super charm him. So proficiency bonus plus persuasion skill. So what's my proficiency bonus? Persuasion's 13 plus proficiency 3.
If you're
So
proficient
16.
in the persuasion skill, don't add that proficiency bonus.
Oh damn it! I am proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proficiency.
I'm just rereading that, going, yeah, that needs to be tweaked.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, you should probably look over things.
Yeah,
I
that's
basically
good. We'll
like
catch 'em
don't
as
know
they
what I was
come.
doing.
No, it's all good. This is
And additionally,
three
I
layers of
gained plus
adaptation.
2 bonus to persuasion. Might have overdone it, but that's okay. Anyhow,
it's all good.
So I have persuasion 13. Is it DC plus persuasion, or is it just DC is 13?
Is your persuasion skill? So your persuasion skill is 13.
13.
Yeah. So that's gonna be DC 13 Wisdom check for the evoke. There we go.
Fail.
There we go. Passes
What does that
exactly.
God damn it. Sad.
As you attempt to invoke charming magic upon this foe, they look towards you with a look of disgust, as if you're the ugliest thing they'd ever seen.
Sad. Do I still have charm? Like now it's a matter of like.
Do you have it as an actual spell? I don't know.
No, I was just checking. I was like, wait a second. God damn it. Well, on that point, well, I guess I'll just. What is...
That's good.
I will just do Chaos Bolt and level it up because leveling up spells is fun.
Perfect.
To level 3, and yeah.
Nice. 24 will hit for, that is 24 points of what type of damage?
I think I have to roll to find out. It's
Yep.
1d6, 1d8. Yeah. I'm trying to find out which one's which. Slash honor 1d8. 5.
Lightning damage. A blast of lightning careens into this evoker, weakening them considerably. What is your devil friend up to? What you got?
Gael came into this being like all like, yeah, this is gonna be so much fun, and like just like very confident, and then that happened, and like he completely lost like the goal of like we're attacking the other ones, and he's like, absolutely not. I am upset, and then just like does the like chaos bolt, like very mad, very distracted.
Perfect.
Anyhow, the Lexarian is going to. I mean, he's just gonna walk over, of course, to right middle, EBITDA, right to here, and he is going to do his like triple move, which is awesome. 2 and 3, and it's first gonna go for the like not the like humany-ish one.
First attack misses. Second attack hits, drops them.
Perfect, and we're gonna finish with the golem.
All right, and that is 10 points, and that is con save. Success.
Damn.
Good. Your allies are up. Jangrabar has a lot to prove and is going to swing out his great axe, striking this golem twice for 38 points, bloodying it. While the orc is going to swing out, hitting for 25 points, bloodying the other golem.
Ooh.
As they continue their concentrated assault, Lucy, you're up.
Oramus is gonna go ahead. Right next, just this tiny barbed devil, this really small devil, against like standing right next to this massive minotaur. The minotaur probably doesn't even recognize that it's there.
Not to mention the other devil.
Yeah.
This little guy coming up next to all the big guys coming under this claws. What's he got?
Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and do his thing. He's gonna claw and tail. Look at that. For a total of 23 damage.
And those are some poor damage rolls, but I'll say the outcome itself is good. All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And yourself?
And then I'm going to just kind of, I'm just gonna stay right here, and I am not gonna vicious mockery him. I'm gonna go ahead and, if I could, let me do it. But not. There we go.
Eldritch Blast. And are you getting 3 beams? At level 8?
No, it just wasn't.
Just 2. Okay. Targets.
Yeah.
This golem?
Yeah, just the one golem.
Okay, so that's 3 points. Womp.
Boo.
The golems are up again. This time we've got the one still assailing the orc. Baba. Which is going to be 1 hit for 24. The orc chief is bloodied. This golem is going to shift its attack towards the devils. One against Ortimus and one against Lexarian. Which is going to hit for 21 on Ortimus and miss by 1 against Lexarian. And lastly, we have this Evoker who is still engaged with you, Gael. And...
On the right way.
And is going to expend their 5th level spell slot to unleash a cone of cold upon you.
Ooh.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, come on. Failure, probably.
Oh, you're down.
You are unconscious, Gael.
God damn it! This always happens to me. I want to show off, and then the world is just like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Know your place.
Yeah, when I saw that cone of cold coming for me, I'm like, no, I don't like that.
All right. And so an icicle of a Gael falls to the ground, unconscious. Roll a death saving throw.
How do we do those?
Just roll a d20. You should have a button on your sheet that will launch it for you.
That's saves, yeah.
So,
That's a save.
Like so. But yeah, in either case, you save. That is 1 success out of 3 to stabilize and not bleed out on the ground. You can go ahead and run your devil ally.
I'm disappointed. Wait, what did that do? Bloop. 1, 2, 3.
Hit. With the first attack, he will blast through the corpse of this clay golem with a shattering it in 2. Make a wisdom check, Lucy. And rush up to apply the tail attack to this next one.
Oh no, that's a save, sorry.
That we'll take the roll though, because I think it's more interesting this way. That you as well now gain the insight of from the golem's fallen body.
Of this mental whale.
Yeah. Precisely. All right. The Minotaur strikes twice, hitting for 18. And the Orc is going to strike out. The creature is on its last legs. Lucy, can you finish it off?
We'll see. So let Ortimus kind of go in first. And we'll do 1, 2, and 3. So 15 points of damage, I believe.
Still up, if only barely.
If only barely. Then I'm gonna go ahead and try to. I'll just blast 1, 2.
Miss. Miss.
And miss.
This
That
golem
sucks.
is holding on.
Somehow. I do want to kind of move up, though, to over here. 5, 10,
Fabulous.
20, 25, 30. And I want to get in contact with the madam over there,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Leader of the Magi.
Yeah.
And kind of like get her attention. It's like, hey, something's weird with the golems.
As she unleashes a cone of cold upon these archers that are in front of her, freezing and destroying most of them, she will turn towards you to say, "Oh, I will investigate when I have time."
Fair enough.
Gael, can you
Icon.
finish your enemies? No, because you are
No,
unconscious.
Gael's out.
Roll another
mean-
death save.
You can just ignore me over here.
Hey,
I think I'm fine.
You rolled 20. That was not a roll.
Oh.
The classic
Wait,
scam.
how do you do these?
/R space D20.
Yeah.
Though there's also a button in your sheet.
Yeah, there's the death save button on your character sheet.
No, I keep doing it wrong. Okay, where is it? I'm just gonna find the button. Temporary hit points, long rest, death save. Where's death save?
Right.
Death save. So underneath
Right in the
your
middle.
Yep.
You got it. All right, one failed death save.
Oh, that's a fail.
Go ahead and roll your devil.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I mean, okay. Clonk, clonk, clonk.
That
did the order
will
wrong.
destroy the golem. Is your ally going to move on to the evoker?
Yeah, he's gonna avenge me. Duh.
Let's see here. Let's do the infernal wound damage. Okay, so the infernal wound damage felled the golem, which means that the fork can redirect to this, and the fork in the tail will destroy this evoker.
Mahaha.
At this point, Lexarian looks towards the fallen Gael with question.
But we are under contract now, so things are better for me. I thought of that already. I was like, thank God, this is something that I did.
Yep.
For this game up. Akko.
But Lucy, as you turn in this direction to move back to the battlefield, you do perceive this devil looking upon Gael's fallen corpse, and you are certain that as a devil, it would in that moment sense the weakness of its master and intend to set plans for its future based upon that perception.
Oh, God damn it.
Nonetheless, as the Minotaur and the Orc excitedly begin to rush forwards, the Minotaur sizes up the horned devil for but a moment as the Orc recklessly charges ahead to aid its allies in the field. And the horned devil looks towards the Minotaur and says, "Madams first." And the Minotaur says, "Madam, what is such a word?" Rushing forward into battle.
Well, the idea that the Minotaur is so stupid he doesn't have a full vocabulary. So he legit doesn't know what that word means.
Alright. Gael, you will awake, looking to Rastin, who is healed over you, pouring a potion of healing into your mouth, restoring to you. Let's get the 5 points. You are now conscious.
Let's get the 5 points. Yes.
At this point, Rastin will say, "You can see that the Minotaurs are charging forwards towards the settlement just up ahead. We need to get after them. I did not want them leading the charge. Come, let's go." Will you both follow Rastin ahead?
Yeah, sure. Or not. I mean,
Yeah, I think before I fully commit to helping out with that, I want to go over to my little friend over here
Okay.
and kind of flash my eyes at him. Just like,
Oh, make an intimidation check, please.
please do well.
considering my rank, would it be
At advantage, yes.
Yes. I got a fish for them.
All right. And let's see here from the perspective of this devil. Will a 15 be enough? Let's roll a check to just balance this out. Let's see where this stands. We take the 22. As you flash your eyes, it looks towards you with a bit of confusion and then meets your eyes with its own glowing, flaming orbs of bright, devilish light. It says,
Oh.
"What rank have you to attempt to incite me in such a way?"
My God, we're gonna have a battle with this guy like right now because that would be like not the moment.
In which
Jake Henry
case,
just wants my character dead.
At this point, at this point, Lucy is going to grin. Is going to just give a full, like, sly smile at Exarian, and we'll say, what's his name? What's the devil's name? The general?
Oh, you were speaking of Serenostes.
Serenostes, yes. So it's gonna give this slight smile, just relaxed at Lexarian, and will calmly say, "Why don't you ask Laranexes what rank I hold?"
I'm going to have him do a knowledge check on that one, but not a hard DC. That's good enough. He'll say, Serenostes of the 8th. Are you he? Changed form? Or is he your commander?
Neither. I am his.
Make a persuasion roll. Ooh!
Oh, come on, and that one?
He'll say,
Ah.
and I am the adjutant of Asmodeus. The contract with your friend remains. And my service does. For now. And with that, he will flap his wings and fly off to seek more blood.
Sorry, Gael. I tried.
That's cool. Gael was gonna have his own try. I don't know if he can see me now, but like Gael was just gonna get up and be like, you know what? If I play it cool, like I don't give a fuck. Like maybe this will be, and like I could just convince him that I just don't care.
Roll a performance
Just be
check.
like,
Performance check at disadvantage, please.
oh, why a disadvantage?
Because you are
You got
waking up.
knocked out.
Yeah, from being unconscious. And you are attempting to
Disadvantage.
gracefully stand.
What was it? Performance?
Yes,
Not deception?
correct.
Damn it. Why are you picking the one that I'm not proficient in?
14. As you get up, you do so with enough competence that as Lexarian catches a glance of it, his opinion of you does not change for the better or worse.
Okay. Well, anyhow, Gael's just like stretches and he's like, what I miss.
Ordomus will approach you as Rastin rushes off after the Minotaur and say, "A hand if you like, sire. As you missed out, we defeated the foes, and the leader of this rabble has commanded us forward. Shall we follow him?"
I'm gonna go like, Lucy, how you feel about everything? I could do with a nap. I also kind of had a nap. I don't know.
But that was like a bad nap. You want a good nap.
Yeah, like the floor wasn't that comfortable, I have to say.
Well, as much as I would also like a nap, we're kind of doing things now, right now.
Got it. Okay, let's get going.
Yeah.
So, as you
Can
will...
we take a nap now?
maybe not the best time, but not for,
Maybe not.
not for too long have you. As you can see, the remainder of the Virgin garrison present is either falling upon the battlefield or retreating from the field, and this double golem position which you just destroyed was essentially its backbone. There is several other lines of Virgin soldiers upon the sides of the battlefield, but at this time they appear to be moving to flee. At the end of the day, these are men and women who have volunteered for service and do not care to throw their lives away. So, as you all, the both of you rather, pursue after the Minotaur and the leader of the rebellion, You will be following towards a path which leads into a small town in a small glade in this edge of the Empire territory. Our arrival at the town and the happenings there will continue after we take a brief 5-minute break. I will see you all shortly. And we are back. Let us continue. The road ahead leads to a small town in the northern Shali province of Cadlia, the domain of the Virgin Empire. You are roughly here, I would say, which would be just to the south of the border wall on the long road to Virgin City. With that said, let us arrive at your destination. As you step foot across the barrier of this town's entry, you can see that it is all but abandoned. A last family, perhaps, departing with their cart of belongings. Several workers rushing with sacks full of their last load of gathering from whatever profession they have had in the area. A well-dressed man stands in the center of the square, and a somewhat tidy woman stands near another building. 2 town guards are just before the Minotaur, which charges with violence into the settlement. Rushing forwards, Jangabar gives a axe out and cleaves both of these men in half. These men, whose weapons were cleanly sheathed at their side. The Minotaur laughs with the splashes of blood that are around him, stomping his foot towards this man who steps back with an utter look of terror on his face, saying, "We surrender! We surrender!" Rushing forward is Rastin, who says, "Jangabar! You agreed that we would not spill blood against the innocent. We would only fight against the soldiery. These men were just protecting their town." The Minotaur turns slowly to look towards the human man and says, "We agreed indeed," slamming his axe into the ground and stomping away from the dead guards. Rastin will sigh with frustration and step forward towards the man, saying, "We accept your surrender and will you no further harm." The man will say, "What madness descends upon us?" Rastin sighs to express, "Peoples which wish to live free here. I am in the unfortunate position of demanding that your town now be a home to many others, and the lands around it. But we wish not harm upon you and your people, as some of the more desperate for a fight among us have agreed to lower their weapons." And will say, "With all due respect, though you have treated me with cordiality, how can I believe your words after 2 people who volunteered to stay with me and entrusted the sanctity of our town to their hands have been just bled in twain? How can I trust your word?" Rastin is wordless for a moment, saying, Would either of you care to step in to assist him, or do you wish to see this fall out?
I would like to.
Sure. Go ahead then.
I'd just be like, well, we are in times of war, and you must understand that sometimes intentions are misunderstood.
And you have rolled, I see already, a check here of persuasion, which is appropriate. To which this man will sigh and say, "The war was not declared to us. All we heard was a resounding boom from the wall north, and could hear the rumbling of a great many storming across the plains. If you call this war, it is not one conducted with civility."
To which Lucy's gonna kind of step up and rebuttal, just like, honey, no war is conducted with civility. And this one has been conducted secretly long before you were aware of it. It's just came to this eventually.
He will sigh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you got it. No,
Okay.
he'll say his thing. I
Okay.
can wait.
Let's say, fine then. Our tavern keep has agreed to stay behind as well. And if your people wish to make rest in our homes and our buildings, then we intended to offer you will welcome. And I will continue that in spite of my better judgment, despite of the fate of 2 good town guardsmen. I will be within my town hall. I have been mayor of this town until now. You may know me as Hodido Daxon. Castro will have you set in the tavern if you desire it. Approaching is the entourage of Lydia Jackson-Eyre behind your group, whom will note, well, that could have gone better.
Could have
Looking
gone where?
towards the Minotaur and towards Rastin, he will say, it was a disaster. Never should have trusted them, he says under his breath, looking towards the Minotaur. Lydia will say, but some agreements are necessary for the kind of success which you were ambitious towards.
And I was gonna say, also, you must understand, certain creatures have bloodlust, and we were in middle of a battle. Sometimes it takes a minute to control ourselves. Maybe it was our fault for not keeping tabs on him.
He'll shake his head, and Rastin will pick up the body of this guard and say, I'm going to bury these 2 men. The ones which fell in the battlefield chose to be there, chose to die. These ones did not. I will be within the tavern, discussing good settlement for our people shortly. Lydia will say, I will be in the town hall, securing our future.
Kyle's just very loudly gonna be like, anyone want to make out?
The
Going
mages
once,
will follow.
going twice. No? Okay.
Before they leave, Lucy wants to address the madam. Just like, excuse me, did you get a chance to look over those golems, like you said?
I spied one as I passed. Let's roll a check for her to see what she was able to discover.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. Not bad.
They are powered by soul engines. That is, a soul trapped within the form gives the golem a certain amount of power and autonomy, but must be controlled. These souls, did not seem to have been placed there willingly.
Got it. It makes me think of a particular type of coin in a very particular type of place.
Bit different, but the term may be reflected.
Yeah.
This time, additional leaders of the battle are arriving within the town, and you can see that most of the entourage of the Exiles is heading towards the tavern, as well as the entourage of clans and mages heading towards the town hall. The Minotaur chief mostly seems to be chuckling to himself at the state of affairs, while Rastin takes away the additional body and heads towards the tavern himself. The Minotaur then marches past you, Gael, hefting his axe from the ground and says, You fought well for your stature,
I'm just
Arav,
not even going to pay attention.
your friend from the city will approach from behind you and say, with a bit of an exhausted voice, and you can see even a soft glow of light blue around his fingertips and his eyes. Come with me when you are ready. I can bestow upon one of you a mighty gift. Follow me, if you will. Making his way towards this building, which seems to be an abandoned shop, entering it.
Ooh.
Ooh. I mean, nothing like the present.
Entering this building,
Making
Arav
our
will
way
say,
to the warehouse.
one of you step forward. Who will receive it?
Quick question. What is it?
What are we receiving?
He will say, you are receiving an item, an infusion of power which I will attempt to shape. It will be a boon to you, power. And
Sorry, continue.
I can give only one. You must choose who will receive.
To be honest, Lucy, I don't care. You can take this one. I'll take the next. Up to you. I'm sure something will come around.
All right. Well, if you insist. Let's see. We'll
I just
step up.
kicked it, so like, thanks for whoever, kept me alive.
As you step before Arav, Arav's eyes begin to glow fully with a blue, a bright eminence, as his hands do as well. He reaches out almost intuitively and grasps your wrists, Lucy, and from his hands flow a material which crafts themselves into a set of vambraces which wrap themselves around your wrists comfortably, latches upon them. These are not bound in any way. And as this energy flows out of Arav, you can see the light begins to dim away. And then he releases with an exasperated sigh, saying, there, I still carry some of it within myself, but I have discharged enough that I might function again. And you shall enjoy your boon.
And I look at the van braces. I'm like, ooh. Are they fashionable?
Their fashion is, I would say, to a degree up to your description, Victor. I would say that they are made of light leather in appearance, though the substance that constructed them is certainly not leather. These are your new items. Go ahead and read that aloud, would you?
The van braces of siphoning. Interesting. +1 to my armor class while wearing these bracers. Nice. Doesn't count as armor. When you reduce a creature to 0 hit points while dealing damage with a leveled spell, you regain 1 expended warlock spell slot. Holy crap. Holy crap.
Continue onwards.
You also regain hit points equal to the regained spell slot's level when you trigger this effect. You can't use this property again until you finish a short rest. So once a short rest, I get a spell slot and hit points equal to the spell slot's level. So considering how I can cast 4th level spells, I will get 4 hit points on top of the temporary hit points from my warlock stuff, and I'll get a spell slot. That is wild.
Note that the slain blow does need to be a damage sum which involves the leveled spell.
Yes. So 0 hit points while dealing damage with a leveled spell. So it's a very specific.
Cantrips won't work. A weapon attack won't work. Unless they have a leveled spell as a component to their damage, such as a smite or a hex.
Okay, so even like my flame blade, it wouldn't work.
That would be a leveled spell.
Okay, so Flame Blade is a leveled spell. Nice. Okay, interesting. Worth it. Yes. Nice.
Arav will say, if we can locate another one of these fallen stones from above, I could conjure something for you, Gael.
Lucy.
It is entirely
Oh me.
possible that one fell here among the grasses. Perhaps a local would know where. Till that
Okay, that
time,
sounds good.
I ask with curiosity where you would see your course taking you. We have escaped the Badlands. We are amongst a revolution, but we have no commitment to it.
Yeah, this was fun. A little bit of bloodshed here and there, is kind of like the spice of life. So this was long overdue. With that being said, I feel a lot of negative vibes coming from the Minotaurs and the humans. So I feel like something's going to go down with that, and I don't know if I care now that we're back within the Empire walls. What about you, Gael?
IDK. I have a
I mean,
feeling we have unresolved issues back in the city where I was summoned and you were being, I don't know, mischievous or something. And I think you have things to finish there, I assume.
well, I mean, I have my whole gang there. Like literally, I spent my whole life there. So, they're, my people are kind of waiting for me. I told them I'd be back, and it's been quite a while since then. So,
Well, I want my fancy rock magic. So let's definitely start with fancy rock magic priority.
Okay.
After that, I
Yeah.
mean, I
Oh,
already
does
learned how to get a contract, even though like that is precarious now.
Oh yeah, we gotta deal
But
with that.
yeah, it's something to deal with. My question is like, are any of these people useful to us in any shape or form? Like, if we leave, we must leave in good conditions because we don't want to disalign ourselves with them to the point where they're pissed. And the Exaris, like magical people and stuff, are probably the ones that are going to be more pissed about it because they're the ones that are like, religiously like,
Right.
we're radicals and you must follow us and that must be the sacrifice of your life, which like, ugh. So like, we definitely want to keep the other one on our side, you know. Um,
Yeah, they did
I don't
reach out
know.
to us.
Just if we do leave, we should do it not in the night. Not maybe just like let's invent a drama that we have to go deal with. Sorry,
uh,
Lucy's brother is sick. BRB.
the BRB. Actually, no, we don't even have to invent a drama. I think because our good friend here, Arav, has his granddaughter.
Rude, we need to
Uh,
go save
I must
him.
check on
that
her.
That
exactly,
is
and
exactly around.
since you were so gracious to come to the Badlands with us, it only makes sense for us to repay said kindness and make sure you are able to get home safely.
It would be greatly appreciated.
We
Perfect.
are so what's it called? What's the word that I'm trying to go for?
Uh,
Like when you volunteer your time and you're a nice human.
Hmm.
It's just not a
uh,
word in my vocabulary.
I
Hmm.
don't know. Uh,
Charitable, perhaps?
That one. We are so charitable.
Okay, yeah. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this
Eh,
works.
yeah.
Arav will
I think they're
say,
kind of under control here, right? They don't need us anymore.
would you like me to join you in your search for one of these stones, or shall I remain here?
Uh,
How are you feeling?
yeah. How are you?
I could sleep for a week, or I could follow you.
I mean, sleeping for a week sounds fantastic. Uh,
I mean,
how about
like,
this?
let's get you. Why don't we get you like a little like chariot, little horse pulled thing to like take a nap on our way back. Then you can take your week long nap
That sounds very nice.
because it'd be nice to move.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's figure that out. Maybe let's also find the rock and let's find you somewhere to take a week nap. I think that's totally doable. I
that's good.
encourage you to take a week worth of a nap.
Yes, yes,
Meanwhile,
that's good.
why don't you both take short rest benefits,
Oh, nice.
as you are sort of landing here as the conflict has, for the moment, concluded. At which point, will you want to be stepping back outside into the square?
Yeah, I think we're gonna want to find one of the locals that hopefully had seen a rock fall around the vicinity, and ask, um, what's his name? Rostin to provide us at least with horses, if not a whole carriage, so that we could just mosey on away.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and
Sounds
then
good.
and then we might stay the night if things sound good. If not, we're just leaving.
How much do you regain in a short rest? Because I hit the button and it does nothing.
Yeah, it didn't do anything
You
for me
will be
either.
able to choose to spend as many of your hit dice as you would like to regain hit
Yeah.
points, which you'll get half back over
Ah,
the long
got
rest.
it.
And
And they
then
are 60s.
Uh,
That's
Hmm.
258. 62.
all right.
57.
And you're adding your con modifier to those as well.
Oh, ooh, awkward. So 58 all the way. Constitution.
Alrighty. At this point, why don't I bring you out here along with Arav? You can head where you wish.
oh, there's another Minotaur. Oh, there are more Minotaurs. Hello. All right.
Yes, the horde, as it has stood, has begun to enter town and sort of establish themselves here.
All right. Just real quick, Lucy's gonna go up to like these two that are in the center. I'm like, hey, big boys. Out of curiosity, what's now that you're here? What do you feel like doing? What's the plan for you and your people? Do you know? Do you care to
Jangabars
share?
turns to you and says, "Wait until we go to battle again. More blood for Baphomet."
Oh, okay. You expect us to march out, or do you think other people are going to attack here?
I expect nothing beyond the opportunity for more bloodlust. Our course has brought us here for a reason.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, I got things to do. Guile and I have things to do. We'll go do those things, but enjoy your stay. It was a great chat. You're looking good, by the way. Like, I love the muscles.
He looks with mockery towards you, Gael, and says, "Would you like a kiss, little one?" Baring his sharpened teeth.
My head's like, is he gonna bite me? But if I do get a kiss, that's kind of like a funny move. Because I could take his life points and be like, make love, not war, dumbass. Question. Let me check my thing. It doesn't have to be like in the mouth. Training kiss.
Willing creature, right?
Yeah, he has to be willing.
Uh-huh.
Which he seems like he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be like, well, I don't need one anymore, but like, if you really want one, I can give you a kiss.
He says, "Who am I to do anything but satisfy needs?"
Oh boy. Oh boy. Lucy is gonna take a step back.
Wait, is this the one that like made fun of me earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Keep in mind, this is the leader of the Minotaurs. Just letting you know.
I mean, like, I don't know. I'm chaotic. I can't help it. Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna go over
yeah,
here.
sure. I'll do draining kiss on him. This is funny.
Okay.
Gael, you do things at your own risk.
Alrighty.
So
That
2d10.
Alrighty.
2d10.
Uh,
Just 5. Calm down.
So as you step forward to him, how are you gonna kiss him?
I'll just in the cheek. I'm gonna be like, yeah, just in the cheek.
Okay. As you kiss him, he says, "My turn," and he bites your
Oh, no.
cheek
Oh no.
for 22 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Damn it.
Tearing a bit of your flesh away, which he chews on.
What can I polymorph that's gonna be the most intense thing ever? A T-Rex?
Well, so you do get, let's see, and so you're gonna get 5 hit points back through that exchange, I'll say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Lucy's just standing by, just watching, just like, I'm not gonna kink shame, but this is a bit much.
Fine. Gael's just gonna be like, that was fun and annoying. You should probably brush your teeth. Kind of bad breath, darling. Also, very nice stitch work.
Snarls in your direction.
I'd pick up a
turn
hobby while
around,
you wait
like,
here.
ow,
It does
ow,
seem like
ow.
sewing is your thing.
As the lizard folk pass, or you pass by the lizard folk, one of them turns in your direction and says, "I will not be expecting any of the like from you. You may continue on." A bit of fear in his eyes.
Oh right, they're afraid of us, aren't they?
A little bit.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're not gonna hurt you, unless you want us to. But we're not gonna hurt you.
They all shake their heads.
Okay, where's your fearless leader?
Gael's got murder in his brain.
They'll say, "Within the
Try
tavern
to figure it
before
out.
you."
Okay, sounds good. All right, be on your way. Nice seeing you. Glad you survived the war so far.
So far.
Yeah.
So you are all making your way inside.
Making our way downtown, walking fast, gets our cheeks bitten by minotaurs. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Into the tavern. Ahead, you can see the local bartender who is cordially offering drinks, though she has a bit of a stink-eyed expression upon her face. You can see Rastin is discussing with his friends from the Exile settlement, the old cleric and the elven scout. What is to be done here? He's essentially murmuring, as you can overhear. Well, all right. In terms of wounded, we can offer them priority of the rooms within. Give them the opportunity to rest best. We will scout out our borders and ensure that the Virgin forces don't approach. If they do, then we can offer the clans fight that some of them want. Then turns towards the sound of the door and says, "Ah, good to see you. But you rested well after the fight."
Hey, yes, some of us better than others. Looks at
Okay.
Gael.
We live, we learn.
But yeah, so just wanted to say hi, see how you're doing, let you know that this was all fun, and wanted to talk about the future. So, if you wanted to have a drink, talk this over.
He'll nod towards his friends, who will depart, and he'll say, "Here, I will join me." So he'll pull out a seat for each of you and say, "Here, I have not much coin, but I can pay for several drinks." The woman will say, "Don't worry, everything is on the house. The house is on the house." Say, "Nonetheless, accept what I have." She says, "Okay." He'll take 3 drinks over to this table and sit, waiting for the 2 of you.
Oh, damn it.
Yep.
I just thought of what I could have done.
You live and learn.
Just a little late. Right.
Yeah. Shield, Misty Step, all of them would have been a good option.
So, he will sit and say, "All right then, what have you to say?"
All right. Well, we just wanted to make sure that you are good to go. Congratulations on getting your little piece of the pie. I'm sure you are overwhelmed with emotions right now.
To be frank, my emotions are rather calm, in check, as it were. My mind isn't busy at work with all of the things that are around, all of the things that are to do. It's as though it has only just begun.
Yes. With that being said, there are some things that Gael and I have to do. We came along on your little revolution adventure, and we helped out like we said we would. But now that we are here, right at this point, we do have other obligations that do need taking care of. For instance, Arav has helped us out when we first were exiled, and we wish to repay that debt by escorting him back home, which he does want to go to. So, with that being said, we wanted to let you know we don't want to just kind of disappear and think that we're abandoning you or anything. It's just obligations. But
And it does seem like you need us less than he does. There's going to be a very, very dangerous world out there now. And he is an old man that has a long way to go. And he needs to sleep. He's very tired.
He will nod with a respectful smile through all that you've shared and say, "Then here's where our paths diverge, I suppose. I will be sorry that you will be leaving our new state. You would be welcome here at any time. Your critical contributions might be appreciated in this new society I plan to build for us.
Of course. I mean, nothing is forever, right? I mean, maybe, eternal life and, the world and anyways, there's a bunch of things in this realm that is not forever. And, that means that we might not be away forever, whatever happens. I mean, you're going to be the hot commodity, whether you like it or not. A lot of people are going to want to talk to you or kill you, but you're going to turn a lot of heads. So we might be coming back eventually, So
Indeed.
so you could look out for us.
Well,
So
I appreciate. And I do wish you well in your journey and hope that your paths cross with mine again soon in the future.
yeah. Same. With that being said, do you think there are any horses or better, a carriage that we could help out of? Is an old man, and the travel is long. Do you think we could arrange something?
Those resources are, unfortunately, I should state, things which I believe were out of our hands at the time. Most of the villagers took the carriages, though if you might wish to assail them, any that are headed for Virgin City for a lift, if you can catch up to them, that may be an option.
Okay. All right, we'll figure that out. All right, cool. Worth asking.
Indeed.
I mean, I can always summon an aberration and just carry him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that.
Up to 1 hour. I mean, it'll be 1 hour of rest.
We'll see what we can do. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. Yeah. If you ever, if you can spare a runner and need to get in contact with us, we are going to Virgin City, right? So, if you need, and I mean you, a little Missy over here, and we'll kind of point over, down over at what's her name, Asha. I like her. She has a lot of spunk. Oh, and also, Hogley. Ooh, Hogley. If you, Asha and Hogley need a place to stay or hide, same thing.
Or he'll say,
tomato.
raising an eyebrow, sleep.
Or sleep, of course.
That's much I figured.
You can. You will probably you'll be able to find a good company with my crew, and I guess I would have a card. Maybe no, I wouldn't have a card. That doesn't make sense for a crime syndicate. But I would give him the
Come to our central
information.
offices.
Yeah, yeah.
Human resources will process your request.
Exactly. Like, you need something stolen? Come to call 1-800. Anyways, crime now.
Just put the police station on the address.
Right. But yeah, I would give him a point of contact.
Sure.
For the crew, probably the orc that's in the market. He would know how to find us. So yeah, I would tell him to look for the orc that's in the market.
Carnival Row.
And
yep.
Yes, and tell him, and it's like just tell him that Lucy, is expecting you. And
We'll keep it in mind. Thank you.
all right, excellent. Good. All right. Gael, you have anything to put?
Mm.
Mm, all right.
'Twas nice.
Yeah.
I feel
This is
positively towards you.
As
That
do I.
is a compliment.
Well, nod. Well, I have things to get to. Angel, let us discuss a settlement location once we can scout it for your people, and how we'll detail that. And the lizard folk, the blind eyes, will turn and say, "Yes, thank you, I've been waiting." So,
all right. With
where are
that
you
said,
off to next?
I want to talk to the tavern keeper, to ask about rocks.
Okay.
Lucy doing the work, putting the mileage.
Yeah, I feel like in these last few sessions, Lucy was kind of at first forced to take a more active role in doing things, but as Lucy is actually doing them, is actually kind of enjoying it. Actually kind of oh, I kind of like being in charge. I kind of like, kind of telling people what to do and
The blood
kind
runs
of
well.
getting, yeah. But Lucy, I don't think is able to recognize that just yet, and is just kind of doing things.
Okay. What have you
P.S.
Go
The
ahead.
bartender did say that everything's on the house, right?
Yes.
Got it. I'm just gonna cast Mage Hand and just grab myself a bottle of something. Just gonna bring it towards me and be like, anyhow.
She'll just watch it out of the side of her eyes and say, "What can I get for you, fine friends? Folks."
Yeah. Yeah, just wanted to don't mind my friend here. Um, you know.
Just got my face bitten off. I just need to, sanitize it a little bit, darling. Don't mind me.
Understood.
Those goddamn minotaurs, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Looking daggers into your soul.
Mhm.
I'm just here to keep an eye on the business that I've poured my life into.
Yes, and you are doing a fantastic job. Okay, I
Yes,
love your
I'm
hair,
not
by
sure
the
how
way.
I feel about the new ownership, but we'll see.
Well, I'm sure that our friend over there is uh, more than happy to let you keep your establishment. Um, you'll just have different clientele.
What a
You know,
kind pittance.
But
hey,
in all
at least you're
honesty,
alive.
that guy over there, he is a very good person. He is very moral. He he is a straight shooter and all those things. So I would, in the world that you are living now, definitely, invest into him. That is the best way for you to move forward, I would say.
Yeah,
Appreciated
and
the
we're not just
advice.
saying that. Sorry, what was it?
She just said, "I appreciate the advice."
Mhm. Yeah.
What can I do for you beyond drink? I sense there's a question forthcoming.
Yes. What do you know about flying rocks in the air?
I know that a number of nights ago they rained across the whole of the continent. One fell
Yes.
not too far to the west of here. You wanted to have a look. I do know that a eager forester tried to haul it away and was destroyed by some guardian creature.
Ooh, guiding creatures.
Perfect. So just west, just directly west of here.
Dead west, you'll see a indent in the flat fields. You'll slope down a bit. It should be pretty obvious.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Castrarelli. You can call me Cassie if you'd like.
Oh, beautiful name, Cassie. I see you and I appreciate you. Best of luck with your establishment. Be mindful of the Minotaurs. I'm as I'm sure you can probably guess, rowdy. But everyone else seems to be good enough, especially the one over there that we talked about. So, but thank you very much. We appreciate this conversation.
Thanks, dear.
I have money, right? I'm gonna be like, and actually, like, I didn't realize how like complicated this is for you, so I will actually definitely pay for my drink and thank you very much. Have a great day.
I'll take
And I'll
it.
like definitely pay a little more than it should be because it's like, oh, sorry, bye.
Okay, what do you have on? What do you want to give?
I have, but how much does a drink cost? I assume not a gold piece.
Probably 5 silver.
All right, there we go. Well, wait, how much is 5 silver to gold?
It's
Half.
10 to 1.
Okay, yeah. Well, then like 2 gold pieces. There we go.
2 gold pieces.
Oh, wow.
Nice. She'll
Like, there you go. I literally never use money. What is this thing?
pocket
Yeah.
them.
People like it.
People like it.
All right. What's next?
So we have successfully cut ties with the main person that we actually like. We have we have a destination. We have a direction,
Oops, sorry.
and you're gonna cause chaos. All right, cool.
No. I was just looking at things. They're just clicking buttons.
Surely that's
Um,
all.
Yeah. So I guess now the only loose end would be talking to the madam, maybe, I think. Did we have an obligation to her and
We
her
did
group?
kind of say that we were going to join their thing forever.
Did we?
Basically. I feel like we did.
I feel like we were kind of strong-armed into it, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm no lawyer, but I think that an agreement that is given to someone when their free will is kind of taken away is null and void.
Yeah, but that's literally all of the contracts that we do at home, though, so that's kind of par for the course.
Valid, but like, anyhow. Why don't we just go look at the rock and then figure the other part later?
Okay, yeah, maybe we could. I mean, it's not like they have our souls.
I
They
mean, we
don't
could
have
also
our.
just be like, we're off. You guys can like teleport and shit. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. If you need us, just let us know.
yeah.
We could just
should be
ghost
fine.
them.
We could leave them on red.
We basically invented this, right? Like, we are evil.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That sounds great. Awesome. So I guess I'm ready to go. If you're ready to go.
Ready to go. Let's do it.
Making
All
our way
right, let's
outside of the
go.
tavern.
Making
Yeah.
my way downtown. Dun, 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 dun.
In that case. As you step outside the tavern, you're met by a hooded man. You recognize Taurus Avar, the Watcher, from the Exaris Remnant, who stands resolute outside the doors and says, I noticed you entered. I figured that I would wait for you to exit. Have you imbibed spirits well?
Yeah. How are you doing, Horace? Long time no see.
I am well, considering the circumstances. He rubs his shoulder where you can see a bandage is wrapped around. Dried blood beneath it, I'll say. Miss Lydia Jacksonaire cares to speak with you at a time of your leisure and convenience before the dawn of the next day, at the least. She is within the town hall, getting herself acquainted. You are not hurried. Come when you can.
Great. Can't wait. All right,
She
we'll
has
be
a
there.
simple proposition for you. Feel no pressure.
Okay, sounds good.
Or what she proposes may affect the fate of you and all within this empire.
I mean, when it affects us and the Empire, we should probably just go talk to her.
Again, at your convenience. I will see you then. At that point, he will turn and walk away.
I mean, let's be honest. Anything that affects us affects the Empire.
That's fair, especially since I kind of have a devil general kind of may or may not be amassing an army, so
I love how you've just fallen into that. Most would sell 100 souls for such a thing, and you're like, yeah, he kind of wants to come here and invade. I don't really know what to do about it. I don't know if I should let him in or what. All right, guys. You have a location.
You want to go talk to her now? Like, we can just do it now, or we can do it later. I don't care.
Just do it now.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Come on, Lucy. Let's get this out of your head, because I know you, and you're going to ruminate on this, and you're not going to enjoy the rock looking.
Yeah, I just don't want to have to be looking over my shoulder again. So
that's
the
called
less
anxiety.
I know, and it's not good for my skin, and I absolutely hate it. Ugh. All right, let's get this over with.
I just got my cheek munch, and I am just standing. You just gotta care a little less. Just like lean into the chaos.
Just a little nip.
Yeah.
Just a nip. Just a nip. I heal. It's fine. I'll rest.
You enter the town hall and find yourselves here. So, continue at your will.
Okay. All right. There are a lot of orcs in here, surprisingly. All right.
The doors are ajar as you step within the central chamber here. You can see, yes, there's a bunch of orcs kind of rattling about. The chief of them is present and seems to be kind of speaking things over with one of his subordinates from afar, but orcs are definitely the kind of people that act like they're having a private conversation whilst broadcasting it to everyone within a mile. And so he's saying, I cannot wait to build new societies for our people here. We will fell the forest as far as the eye can see and construct great strongholds. We will invite all of the clans in the Badlands to join us within this new verdant land.
No, he's excited.
Look at him. If he had a tail, it would absolutely be going crazy right now.
And like a lot of people do lose voice control when they're excited. It's a thing.
Yeah, that's fair. It's cute. It's kind of cute. All right.
You can see Taurus standing upon a stage at the end of this sort of audience room, if anything, speaking with one of his subordinates. Eyes as you as you approach and gestures towards a door here.
Excellent.
For a minute, Gael does like a wedding procession walk, like just very slowly, and like just because we're feeling it.
All right, cool.
Make a general performance check.
What am I gonna trip? You're gonna make me trip?
No.
Jake Henry.
No, unless you roll a 1.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
No worries. As you walk, one of the mages which you pass by gives a...
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna clock that one for later, maybe.
Yeah.
I sense a willing creature.
Let me suck your blood.
Just your life essence.
You enter this room,
Right.
and you can hear a much more controlled volume conversation happening between Lydia and the mayor here, Horito. Horito is essentially detailing the layout of the town, pointing across a simple map of the area. Lydia's nodding. As you both enter, she'll look up and say, "Ah, I was expecting you. Mayor, would you mind giving us a bit of privacy?" Say, "I've not much else to do." Pardon me, as he steps past.
Just the depressed, like, acceptance that these people have is just sad.
I'm a telepathic speech with Lucy and then just be like, she literally asked us to come over. Like, that is like the tackiest line we could have. Like, I expected you to be here. Yeah, you called for us. Like, I'm not gonna say anything because, like, you know, I am trying to be more like political or whatever. But like, come on. Anyhow, let's see what this is about.
Lucy's gonna go ahead and just take a seat.
So,
But like, telepathically, I'm just
Diplomatic,
like,
that's
oh
the
yeah,
word.
absolutely.
and are you going to sit as well, Gail?
Yes. As I say out loud, diplomatic, that's the word.
All right. She will cross her fingers and say, "My friends, already has one of your number departed, sadly, and several others who were committed to joining our order for what it is for now. Circle, perhaps a better word. Our intent forward is not so ordered. I have already expressed the tenets of our belief in an anarchical society, one which we intend to enact upon all of Cadlia.
Mm-hmm.
Raston Moorbrook is limited in his vision. He seeks to establish a settlement here, within this province. He might stay if he wishes, though he is the man who rallied these clans. And if he waits while their path continues on, it is likely that their respect for him will evaporate. I offer you this knowledge in case you care to have stake in what is ahead, to continue your connection with our circle, with our goals, as you have set well precedent for. We are mages, great knowledge and expertise, and your goals as the magical persons I know you to be, we can help forward them if you wish it.
Telepathically, without like, yeah, with the telepathic speech, without breaking eye contact,
Just like,
is gonna talk to Kyle.
super
just
interesting.
Like, yeah, just like, did we
Give it a
have
try.
goals? Did we say we had goals?
I think she's just reading into it.
Okay. All right, cool. I didn't think we had particular goals. I just wanted to, I just typically want to get laid and just, have fun. But all right, cool, goals. All right.
Don't know the term, don't understand the feeling, but like, sure.
Yeah.
But wait. Is the vibe behind this like?
Is this speaking in character to Lucy or verbally?
All right, this is out of character. Is the vibe basically this dude is going to get completely screwed if we're not around to stabilize the situation because everyone's going to revolt against him and like, da la la, bye bye. I mean, like, I'm totally down for having vengeance. The centaurs or whatever they're called, the minotaurs. So I'm just saying, like, I'm down for it.
What seems to be
I'd
articulated
be petty.
here is that Rastin's focus is on laying the foundations for his envisioned society within this territory on the north side of the continent. The reach of the Exaris and their motive for the movement of the rest of this horde of peoples from the Badlands is to take, likely, the capital city and beyond. Rastin has no idea about this, generally, and Rastin doesn't seem to have any perception of it either. So, what happens next, you could absolutely influence, but there's no guarantee either way of good or ill outcome.
Got it.
So the Exaris want to take over the entire planet, basically. Standard evil characters.
Though they have asserted
He
in the
wants
past
to,
that their ultimate goal is not to establish a society so much as to ensure that no society rises on the continent.
Yeah, like they want absolute chaos. They want survival of the fittest. People just kind of doing their own thing, good or bad. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they just want to destroy everything that's orderly and kind of have fun with that.
I mean, I'm not totally against it, but my thing is, like, our friends, like, the one we like is going to get in trouble. So that's the only part that I don't like.
Yeah, I actually like that guy.
Like,
right?
I'm indifferent about what happens with the Exaris movement, but I am different about him not figuring it out. So it seems like he's going to kick it in, like, a few weeks if he doesn't do things right.
Yeah.
So he has, like, all the clans under him, and I assume what's going to happen is the clans are going to rebel, and so the idea is what we want to do is influence him to not try and set shop and to move forward, or to
maybe
somehow figure out...
Like, make plans defensively to make sure that the Magi don't influence things in a way that will cause everyone else to rebel. Because it seems like the Minotaurs are fine staying where they are, right? Like, they expect...
They want war. They literally are going to, like, go look at something to ransack tomorrow.
Well, when we talk to
cheek. That covered their bloodlust for the day.
Well, okay, all right, fine. Maybe the Minotaurs are more likely to go attack someone, but the orcs seem more intent on building strongholds than actually attacking anyone. And the lizard folk, I think, are just...
They just are like, please don't bother me. I just would like a home, thank you. Peace, quiet.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they want that nice
no
little...
demon folk.
Yeah.
I mean, which is a bit racist, literally, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the problem is the Minotaurs. I say we ask this lady to put a ticking magic bomb inside one of them, the leader probably, just for funs. And then we just give Big Dude the power to, like, explode it at any point. And that should probably, like, in the moment, like, really align them, because they're going to be like, the fuck? He just blew him up out of nowhere, like, just with his brain. And they'll just, like, at least hang out for an extra few weeks.
Okay.
That should, like, work. I think Minotaurs, all they understand is, like, you know, aggression and, like, power.
Shall I take it that the two of you are having this conversation telepathically in your chairs?
I think at this point it has happened. Yeah, it is now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're kind of looking at each other and just like kind of going,
just like,
we're just like looking at each other very intently.
Yes.
Every now and then, like, Gael does say one word out loud, and he'll be like, "Blow up." Just like blah 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 blah. Like,
Lydia
then he's like, Minotaurs,
leans back
racist.
in her chair, fingers intertwined, occasionally raising an eyebrow to those outward statements, but otherwise allowing you to converse. You don't sense that she's listening in, but you do sense that she understands how you're communicating.
Yeah, which is fine, I guess. It's fine. Okay.
As our session is moving into the latter hour of our time slot, I'd like to take another short break, just briefly, after which we'll continue. Do take this time to contemplate what you wish to do with the rest of the session. We have, of course, the Epicrium Stone, which may be an objective to seek power nearby. Contemplate in the pursuit of that if you're just going with the two of you, maybe a Rav, or if you want to attempt to get other people involved. You have not seen your winged devil friend since the battle ended. So you don't know what is going on particularly with him. But there are many other fighters here which may be able to aid you if you wish it, or you can just go on your own. And then, of course, diplomatically. Do you want to intervene? If you do, how do you want to take either of the deals offered by either party here? Rastin offering you essentially a lot of stake in a new, fresh society, and Lydia offering you some amount of a position of mostly offering her society's aid in whatever your personal goals are, without necessarily communicating an explicit necessity of contribution from you, though it is certainly to an extent implied that you would continue to.
Yeah.
So, contemplate those things over the next 5 minutes. We'll be back briefly. See you all soon. we are back, everyone. Let us continue. Where we've left off, you are within the town hall main office of a town in the northern Shali province of the continent of Cadlia. Here, where you speak with Lydia Jacksonair, leader of the Exaris Remnant, and she has offered you certain advantages to continuing a partnership. What are you going to say?
Lucy, feel free to. This is telepathic. Lucy, feel free to tell me to shut up at any moment, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it all because that's my vibe. Okay. Let me just lay it out. We like nice guy. Nice guy is nice. He's cute. We feel like we don't want him to die. So, is there a way to implant a bomb inside of the leader of the centaurs so that he can put them in check if they ever try to revolt against him? Because really, that is the only group that is actually going to move against him, and that would be a pretty sick move. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And what motive would we have for ensnaring the servitude of the chief of the Minotaurs to Rastin?
It would make him owe you a favor.
And you don't know that the centaurs are not going to turn against you because you got blood in you, and that is fine for that.
The goal of the Minotaurs aligns with ours. And what favor would I need from Mr. Morbrook? Please do tell me. I would be curious to know.
Well, as it stands right now, this coalition, if you will, of different tribes and races, they're under singular leadership. Our friend Rastin, not you. And
you
so
blow that
you are
pillar,
correct about
the
that.
entire structure falls.
And so, although you could probably deal with any type of insubordination on anyone's part while on your own, it would require sacrifice and resources on your part. However, if you allow...
Door swings open as the Watcher enters. Continue.
Hi. But if
He likes to watch.
Yeah.
I like wink.
But if you allow Rostin to maintain control and influence him, guide him to kind of push him more along your track, your goals, he'll essentially be doing your dirty work without you having to really do anything at all. Which would allow you, which would then give you time and resources saved to do other things.
There are perks.
You do need a stable stronghold from which to expand, unfortunately.
Perhaps. And there are perks to anonymity. But anonymity and strength are not aligned. And strength is a facet of our new direction, which cannot be compromised. You are right about one thing, however. At this time, Rastin has singular control of all. Watcher, I summoned you, he says, as you did. Tell me...
Did we just put a bounty on him?
Oh boy, I think we did.
Tell me...
Just like, this is telepathic. I'm just like, boop.
Of the rituals which the exiles engaged in which led to Rastin's leadership. We'll say, a duel was conducted between Rastin and the former leader of their settlement. The leader fell, and Rastin took control. Lydia nods and says, Watcher, please make your way to Mr. Morbrook. Extend him my personal challenge at the rise of sun on the next day. or control these clans. I will be in the square. If he does not meet me there, all will know of his cowardice. The Watcher nods his head, leaves the room. So, already, you can see that if you choose to pursue it, the favor you have curried with me is of value. I appreciate your insights and your contributions. I may be willing to gift in exchange. Tell me, what is it that arcane expertise might do for you? How might I give it to you as a gift? Now.
Oh, are we moral?
That is a great philosophical question.
I'm chaotic neutral.
I feel like this is a question of like nature versus nurture. I feel like we're opportunists. I think recently our opportunities have led us to make moral decisions. With that being said, we are who we are. So it might be a good idea for us to kind of play along for now. So let's take this one step at a time. This is all telepathic.
That's fair.
And so Lucy's going to look at her and say, well, we currently have a contract that we believe is going to turn sour. And the faster it is dealt with, the better. So, especially since the other party of said contract has not shown his face since the battle.
The devil.
Yes. It is cause for concern, and...
Know you his name?
Looks at Gael.
I mean, like, it's what's it called, right? Give me a second. Where are my characters?
Top tab.
Top tab. Top tab. No.
Characters.
No. There we go.
I see you on the
Lexarion.
There you go.
Lexarion. Hold out your arm, would you, Gael?
Sure, they seem safe.
She's going to reach into a pocket in her robes and pull out a full finger ring made of silver. Attach it. It has a claw on the end of it. She's going to slowly trace it across your arm. You're going to take damage from this.
We're rolling.
5 points.
5 points. Off they go.
And as you do, your blood floats slowly upwards like bubbles underwater. She says, "My people know the oldest and most powerful of magics, the magic of blood. And so I for you invoke it in this time to allow you as the contract holder to command with no resistance Lexarion to come to you. Speak the words, and he will obey."
To come to me. Only. That's...
You may
the
speak
thing
other
that I could.
commands, but you said that he was amiss and gone.
But like the level of... Wait, what's the... Once he comes... Okay, let's call him. I guess whatever, right?
Yeah.
You are invoking a command upon him. It can be as you wish.
So I can have... Wait, I have one command?
Right now, from this spell she's cast for you. She is essentially casting the command spell, which allows you to issue a directive to a creature. Such things include approach, drop, flee, grovel, halt. But you can be creative.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do attack.
Well, you could. Depends on
Okay.
how specific on a target. If you want to say attack Changabar, you could.
Because like what I'm thinking is like he's gonna want out, so like he can do out whenever he wants, and if he gets out, he's probably gonna want to kill me. But in that moment, or right before, I can command him to attack someone.
You have this spell right now. You have, let's say, a minute to decide what command you're giving him now. That's what she's offered you.
Fine. I guess we call him, right, Lucy? I think it's gonna be drama, but let's just do it. Sure. I'm being pigeonholed into situations I don't want, and I just took damage for no reason, and that was a problem to begin with.
What are you going to say?
Sure. Let's call him. Let's have a little kiki.
How are you going to command Lexarian? What words will you utter?
Lexarian, stop sulking. Come over here.
Okay. I don't know why that made me choke on my water but that was a good one.
You know, I don't know what I expected, but
you hear a flapping of wings and squeezing himself through the back door of this structure. The devil makes his way around to the door of this room, which he opens with a hand and peeks his head through and says, "I am here, master. What you wish of me?" You're muted.
I don't know, you just don't seem like in a very good mood recently. What's going on?
He sighs and says, "Nothing is the matter. They have come as called." And you can see there is almost a sullen defeat in his eyes. "What would you wish of me next, Gael?"
Telepathic. Lucy, the heck am I gonna do here? I literally don't know what to do.
Lydia has removed her ring and socked it away once again, and your blood has dispensed into air, fizzling away as consumed by the spell. It seems as though the spell is no longer active, and the devil's just asking you for orders. He's no longer being commanded, that is complete. But he was clearly intimidated by the nature of command which you exerted over him.
Interesting. Just balancing the situation. Fascinating. Do you want to just go get the rock?
Yeah,
or like, do we want to do we have a goal into this entire situation that's gonna happen in a minute, like in the morning, where like she's gonna murder the other dude, and like do we care?
Yeah, we care. So how about this? For now, tell him to go scout west to look for the rock. When he finds it, and if he sees the Guardian, then oh no, the Guardian only appears when you touch it. So just scout out, have him scout out, look for the rock, and then come back, so that he could better guide us when we do go look for it later today. Yeah.
Got it. There's a rock out west, another galactic rock. It's gonna have another like guardian. So don't interact with it. Once you find it, let us know, and we will head that way to harvest it.
As you wish, master. He will begin to step away from where you stand and exit the way he came, squeezing through what is now surely a destroyed doorway.
Do devils like alcohol? Just gonna buy him a beer or something at some point and be like, calm down. What's going on?
I'm pretty sure they have their own kind of alcohol in the Nine Hells, and it is like 1,000 times stronger than anything in the mortal realm.
Can you get your little servant guy to bring me some?
Oh, he makes a fantastic fairy fireball.
There we go.
Lydia will interject to
Anyhow.
say, it seems clear that one such example of what I offer you is on display. Your path may continue with me as you see fit, or it may diverge to destinations of your own. I
Okay,
have business
so-
to attend to. It will require my office and its privacy. You do not mind.
Fair enough. One last thing before we go, however. There are matters we do need to attend to away from this village. Should we expect you to be here for the foreseeable future? And if not, then how will we be able to get in contact with you
She reaches into her
if we need to?
robe and produces a stone with a light blue sigil upon it. She says, a most simple, if not challenging, creation of artificing. Passes it to you, Lucy. This is a sending stone. I hold the other. Use it to commune with me if you wish, but do not waste my time.
Fair enough. And we'll go ahead and grab it, take it, pocket it, all that jazz.
I'll add that to your inventory.
Okay. Well,
Telepathically, ugh, she's so into herself. God, we get it. Chaos. I'm an important person. Magic. Like, jeez.
yeah. So,
Are you going to depart her
Um,
office as she requested?
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and depart.
Right.
On the way out, Gael winks at the wizard guy, magi, person, sorcerer that winked at him.
Huh?
Because life.
It was a lady.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Or ladies. We love ladies too.
I would also note that as you are exiting this room, Gael and Lucy, you do see a figure who is quietly waiting outside of the door.
Oh, what now?
Oh, this dude.
It's
And looks
it's
silently at you
voyeurist.
as you pass by. Without words, and then
Oh wait, this guy.
this individual, whom you encountered
Yes.
twice, first
Yeah.
within Virgin City and second within the Desert Temple.
Mhm.
And as you leave the room, he will enter it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, but now I want to know. I am too curious for this. God damn it. Should I polymorph into a mouse?
I mean, you could turn invisible.
True. But somehow
So-
I feel like she would detect that.
Probably.
And also, like, I'd have to open the door.
That's fair. All right. Well, I don't like the vibe of that guy anyway.
So do we want to just walk away from it? Not our problem? Or like,
I'm going to walk away from it.
got it.
Nope. Nope.
Wish
Nope.
I
Nope.
could.
Nope.
As you are making your way through the town hall to exit, you do see the mayor is sat alongside the chief of the orcs, who has a big burly arm around him, saying, we're gonna be new neighbors. You should tell all your people to come back home. We'll build them homes, better homes than they've ever seen before. And we'll teach them to fight like real fighters.
You gotta love the orcs.
And the mayor,
I
the mayor
really,
just goes,
you really do.
uh-huh. Huh.
The orc thief is just so like obliviously just oblivious to the whole situation. I'm just like, We just invaded your space and took control of everything. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
I. That's funny.
So-
All right.
Exiting the town hall back into the central square.
Lucy, do you think we can like create chaos here somehow?
Absolutely. It is exactly what I was thinking as well.
Like tomorrow morning, is there a way to be like, do we want to make it a three-way battle?
We could, or we could preemptively start something now.
Yeah. I just mean like if we tell the Minotaur guys, they're definitely gonna want to get in on it.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly what I was thinking. I was just gonna sick the Minotaurs on her, honestly. But yeah, we could just have them do some crazy shit. Actually, yeah. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna go up to the Minotaur chieftain. And
Yes, it does mean she's gonna know. She's gonna get mad at us. This is us ending our relationship with her. Just a fact.
it is, isn't it? Okay.
Like just putting it out there.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. You know why? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm
Plausible
going to
deniability? Like, I don't know if this is gonna work. But okay.
Deniability. What's gonna happen is I want to find a corner where there's no one. Where is there a corner where there's no one? Or a corner that no one's watching?
Wait a second.
Because
did
this
tell
is
the
a
other
very
dude,
simple
right?
solution. This is a very simple solution. How about this? Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to walk back into the town hall
Mhm.
and turn right back around and exit. But as I do that, I change my face to look. I'm going to change my whole figure to look like the Watcher guy.
Okay.
Ooh, and do you want me to change my face to look like the other dude? And so then we just replicate the same conversation where they're like, she's challenging you to a battle tomorrow, and then he's just right in front of it and he overhears it. Oh,
I would say no. Go to
okay.
the tavern and make sure the Watcher is occupied until I go in.
I feel like you should have changed roles. I'm not the best at that, but okay. Off
All
I
you gotta
go.
do, all you gotta do is talk to him. That's it.
He's quiet and weird. Also, the Watcher was inside he wasn't in the tavern, he was inside the like church place.
He was just sent to the tavern.
Yeah, he was sent to the tavern.
Okay, whatever. Well, off I go.
Yeah.
All right.
To the tavern. This is the tavern, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay. So you're going into the tavern, whilst Lucy is changing shape into the form of the Watcher.
Yeah. So when I do this, I'm doing it as like I'm going in and out of the town hall. So everyone outside sees Lucy go in and then see the Watcher come back out, right? So they
Right.
don't see the change. And then everyone inside, I'm hoping, sees Lucy come in and then decide to just leave again. Right, so they
Right.
don't see the change because like my back is towards them. Like it's this in between phase where
Yeah.
Also, there's a little foyer structure. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
So Lucy goes in.
Yeah.
The Watcher comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And does what?
Never gonna get my
We'll go to the Minotaur Chieftain.
Okay.
And goes to acknowledge him.
Okay.
And we'll say, and we'll give the, will act out as the watcher. Greetings, leader of the Minotaurs. Our fair lady wishes to provide you entertainment in what is likely boring moment for you and your clansmen, and wishes to challenge you to a duel tomorrow morn. Should you accept, or should you refuse to accept, she says that everyone would know of your cowardice. But should you accept, wait, did I just say that twice?
No, that's verbatim what she said about the other guy.
Yeah, like essentially do that. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And his eyes grow wider and wider as you say this. Now, I do need you to, at advantage, because he's not the most perceptive, roll a performance check to impersonate the voice of this man.
Or persuasion, right?
No, this is performance to impersonate. So far, the words that have... Yeah, okay, it's fine. The words that have been transmitted have not been a hard sell. It's just been, here's information. So... unless he believed you were lying, which you are, so do roll a deception check.
Okay, advantage or
straight roll for this one?
Straight roll. Okay. okay.
You only have to beat a 10.
Deception. Yep. Oh yeah.
Yep. Just made it.
Minotaur will say, "The Lady of the Axaris has gall if she cares for such a thing. She would challenge me. Fair, then. My axe will be sharpened to reave her head from her body come the morn. Never shall someone even slander me with the name coward. Tell her to put her petty affairs in order. I will be preparing." He gestures to his comrade, and they stomp off, headed back towards the battlefield from whence you came.
We would give a slight bow and just going to walk and do the exact same thing. Walk right into the town hall, turn around, walk right back out as Lucy.
And at this point, the orcs who are standing right next to you will be very confused, potentially, as within the tavern, a very similar message has been delivered to Rastin Moorbrook. And Rastin says, "This is her right. The principles of the Badlands. You may tell the lady that I will meet her in the morn," he says with resignment in his voice, and the Watcher nods his head and begins to move to leave.
I go, "Ooh, wait, before you go, I have a question."
Pauses and turns to you. "What is it?"
So, like, we need to bring our friend back to his hometown because his niece? Was it niece?
Granddaughter,
niece, person that he loves very much for, she is in trouble, and we need to get her back to him back to her. Anyhow, the two humans need to be kind of joined together. So we're going to head out and do that. We were wondering if you knew of like a carriage that we could take. And also, like, I was wondering, how's the power structure / work situation / bonus situation with the Axaris? Because I want to know, like, we really are considering joining this. But, like, I really do want to know, like, are there times off? Like, should I be reporting this? Like, how is your feeling with your boss? Like, is she someone that, like, overall understands that life does happen and sometimes things have to happen for you to put them aside to be able to get things done? Because, like, it's a bit complicated.
I
As
love
for
this.
transportation, you may ask the locals. I know not of their facilities. But regarding work practices, you describe something far more ordered than our anarchical society would profess for. There is great amount of act for act, but there is not so much a necessity of pay or contribution. And he continues to go on about the semantics of the way in which the Exaris Remnant Society operates. Until what point do you try and install him, or you just try and install him for like 5 or 10
Just
minutes?
telepathic check-in. Lucy, how's it going?
Lucy, at this point, you've completed your conversation with the Minotaur.
We're all good.
I'm just gonna leave him with like, but just gonna say, for an anarchic society, she sure seems to be very much hierarchical in the structure. And then just like walk away.
She is... Double spawn, he says under his breath as he walks away. And so, in that case, as we return to the town square, and the Minotaurs depart, the orcs will be amusingly confused as they haphazardly watch Avar the Watcher enter the town hall and then exit the tavern and begin steadily walking towards the town hall.
Yeah, Lucy's going to try to distract them.
and they're just going to be kind of and one of the sort of younger orcs seems very confused, and one of the older ones says, "Don't think about it too much. They magic." So,
He understands.
what is
He
next?
is absolutely like in love with these orcs, and just like you are all so precious and cute.
So are we gonna like put our hands in this any more than we already have?
You hear a swooping
Nope,
of wings.
let this. Oh wait, yes.
As
We
crashing
are.
to the ground next to you is your servant, the Horned Devil, who says, "I have located the stone." And as to your question,
Excellent.
if you're going to do more, it seems as though not as of now.
Yeah. So, perfect. So we have the stone location. We have done this deed for better or worse. Let's go ahead and collect allies for this stone and be on our way pronto.
Ooh, do you think we can get a couple Minotaurs and be like, hey, you guys want to like murder something, right? Like, you don't really care about material good, but you care about bloodshed.
I think the Minotaurs all left.
All of them? God,
the Minotaurs which were in the town have moved north at the call of their chief, who seems excited to prepare for a battle.
Oh,
Yeah, they all left. We could grab the orcs though. I'm sure the orcs would be interested.
But yeah, sure, we can bring them with us.
Yeah. So real quick, hey orcs, do you want to do some more fighting?
This one will say, "Always."
Wants to go on an adventure.
And this one will step up alongside him to say, "Let us go together. The rest of you, the young, rest! This battle was too much for you today."
Pew.
Perfect. Appreciate it. Let me just go grab a few more people, and then we're gonna head out like right now. And I'm gonna just telepathically, Lucy is going to tell Gaia, it's like, we're gonna take Rostin, Asha, and Hogley the fuck out of here. We are going to leave today.
Ah, that's what you're going for. Got it.
Yes. we're
Cool,
gonna
cool,
we're
cool.
gonna let we're gonna let the Minotaurs and the Magi do whatever the hell, but that's their problem now.
While that's going on, Gael's like, we're about to go to battle. I'm already half down my life. Here we go again. Geez, I have bad luck. It's gonna go to the lizard fork and be like, hey guys, I know you're petrified of me. I'm going to a very, very dangerous battle that could actually end up, pouring over here, and unfortunately I do need a little bit of life. So how about I just give you all a peck, one each. Just take a little bit of your life and keep you safe forever.
you need healing? One of them asks.
Yes.
Here. And how much do you need? You need more than that? So here.
You need a
Yes.
lot more than that.
And they'll give you 4 cure wound spells.
Said more. This is sweet.
Says,
we
we want no exchanges of your X.
3, 4.
Take it all.
Perfect. That'll do. You know what? You guys have a way cleaner way of doing it. Mine is just so involved. Thank you so much.
Mine is so involved. Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
before he heads out, he's just gonna give them a high five and be like,
No.
"You guys are great. I love you."
What if they're sort of 3-fingered claws or 4-fingered? I'm not exactly sure which.
Oh my god.
But nonetheless, reptilian hands to reciprocate your high five. Half out of enthusiasm and half out of fear.
Yeah.
And that is how we like it.
So, as I understand it at this time, I'll go ahead and bring Arav into the center squares here as well. Your intent is to gather a select group of people to go after this stone. So we're doing that right now. Do I need to do more as of right now? Or are you just going to go about this business?
Are we inviting good guy? I forget his name. I literally don't keep track.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm getting Rostin, Asha, and Hugly.
Okay.
Do you understand he's not going to be happy about coming to this? First of all, he's probably going to tell you no because he's going to want to rest. But second thing is he's going to hate it if you make it so that he can't make it to the battle because pride and shit, which I don't care about.
Which I don't care about. He's coming. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay, so you're
Persuade. We're probably going to have to persuade him.
are you both going into the tavern to do so?
Sure.
We could, yeah.
Because this is not just, hey, come over here, unless you make it to be. If you just say, hey, come over here, then that's a different story. But I understand that this is a little bit more complex. So, as you enter the tavern to speak with him, he is, I would say at this time, going to be speaking with these two regarding security of their new space. As you enter, what are you going to say?
Just going to... Who is this?
That is a half-orcan woman named Lorca. She was second to Vadek, who was the deceased leader of the other group. But she has come peacefully and willingly to work with Rastin. Right.
Okay. Gonna come up real quick and kind of hey, I know we just kind of talked and said our goodbyes, I don't know, about an hour ago, but something came up. Do you mind if we talk privately? You too, Asha, if you don't mind.
Certainly. This seems important. It can wait. Lorca, we will resume this conversation later, she says. All right. Go have fun in your little private conversation. I'll just be over here being left out per usual.
Oh.
And Rastin gives a, per usual. Always. With a bit of jest and says, here, come. We'll speak in their kitchens.
Excellent. Yeah,
now,
so...
what is it you have to share?
Okay, yeah, so there is a shiny space rock that we want to go collect, right now. And we know that when said space rock is touched, a guardian comes out and attacks whoever touched it. So we're asking for the two of you to be able to join us, kill said guardian, so we could take space rock and hopefully help us. We could utilize space rock.
Please,
What say you?
with the greatest respect, understand that this is a time in which we are all taking up new positions of leadership and setting up a new society. We're quite busied in our actions, and if you would like, I would be fully willing to ask for volunteers amongst our number to aid you in this battle.
No. You misunderstand. I am asking you and Ashta to leave right now.
It's not going to take it telepathically.
Is this about the statement I just received from the agent of the Exarus?
Yeah. I
Found you a substitute.
Please clarify.
You don't need
He's
to know.
big, he's angry, and he has horns.
Are you suggesting that I leave the leadership of my people in the hands of a Minotaur?
No.
We suggest you
Listen.
play it smart and don't walk straight into your death.
Yes. The fight will happen. It just won't be you.
Also, if you really want to check in, just stand back and look at how that one goes and then play your cards afterwards. But at least something has happened beforehand.
I have made a promise to those who
I knew it.
agreed to follow under my leadership. A promise of a new life in harmony here, without bloodshed or conflict further.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
major players into this scheme are not aligned with that, and they are going to rail you through the process. So I would say just don't walk into a trap that you can't get yourself out of, which we are currently letting you know it's a trap that you can't get yourself out of.
Yeah. How about this? You're concerned about your people, right? How about this? Secretly tell them that tonight they need to leave. All right?
That's gonna be obvious.
Just leave, right? You and Asha are coming along with me on a task that we're asking a favor of right now, and everyone will know this. That's fine. But you can secretly tell your people to pretend nothing's happening, but be prepared tonight. Just leave.
Or
Find a new life.
he's not
Right? If you want them to join us, then we could set up a rendezvous. Whatever. We could make this a little a little party. We could make this a little caravan. I don't care. But the two of you gotta go. You gotta leave. Like, I
And do you
actually
think the propositioner of this duel would care if half of the people of this revolution simply stepped away from this town and whatever goals she has in mind for us?
her goal is chaos. All right, her goal is for people to just kind of do things. All right. Granted, she wants an army, fine, but she has plenty of an army with the orcs and the minotaurs. They're pretty tough as they are. I don't know what the lizard folk are going to do, but it's probably going to be in their best interest to follow along anyway. So she got them as well. Listen,
Lucius,
you got what you wanted, right? You got what you wanted. You broke through the wall. You was able to take a village. You started on this really nice dream that you had, but reality is checking in right now, and people want you dead sooner rather than later. Can't make anything happen if you're dead. is better to stay alive than not.
Tell me, what kind of man would I be? And he crosses his arms and stands to his full height, which is taller than you, I believe, Lucy, kind of leaning down towards you, rolling his shoulders forward, a bit imposing. For the first time he's ever been this way for you, is taking on an intimidating stance and stature towards you. He says, what kind of man would I be if the people whom I pledged my service to as a leader, I placed in the hands of chaos? Running from this, I do not believe it will work, but perhaps there is another path.
Oh boy, here we go with you and your paths. Let's hear it.
I mean,
it's as we did with Vanek. The cruel leader seeks to depose good end. Then let us fight them on their terms. Help me sabotage this duel in my favor, like you've done before.
or other options, you save her from the Minotaur.
Yeah, to be fair, the Minotaur is already preparing for battle. Like, he's going to be there.
She will not accept a position of supplication to me if she is willing to make such a challenge. And I do not feel right accepting one to her.
Why do you gotta be such a goody two shoes? I fucking
Lucy, for someone
hate
that spent
that.
so much time with humans, you like really don't get it.
Asha is going to put
Literally
a
this entire
hand
time I was like, he's
on
not gonna
his
take
shoulder
it.
and say, is it a better route to accept some control rather than risking to lose it all? Turns to her and says, are you suggesting I surrender this duel? He says, perhaps your life is worth giving up your dream for, because your life could continue to affect a new dream. He'll sigh towards the both of you and say, what would you have me do? With frustration.
Just a second.
Listen,
Quick side note, Lucy, what if he saves her and then we just have him be like, hey, I know we don't see eye to eye, but like, why don't you just let me have my little thing? I'm not gonna mess with you. You don't mess with me. I did just save you from a Minotaur. Consider the vibes. Or is she just not gonna take it?
you know, if we play our cards right, that might work. Where we can make it so that Rashton is the hero, and this is an opportunity for everyone to rally around him once more and solidify your leadership role.
But I mean, to me, it's more so about solidifying a relationship of mutual benefit with the Exaris. I think that's the problem that we need to tackle, because the Exaris is
that's
going
the
to keep
issue.
wanting to figure that out. So unless we're actually able to like figure out a situation with the Exaris, they're going to be like, yeah, you can exist because it's beneficial to us. He has to give something. So maybe that's the conversation they need to have. But I think the conversation being had after the point of having been like, oh, I just saved you. P.S. I understand that you wanted to have a battle with me. I know you're tired and like basically bloodied right now. We can have our battle if you want. I don't think it's going to work out well for you, but we could also just have a chat instead of being, I don't know, this duplicitous person, and then just like actually figure out something that works for both of us.
As you are conversing, Asha will suggest this course of action to Rastin, and this is not me as DM, I should note. I hope it's fairly clear that this situation is very much in flux.
Yeah.
Got it.
Asha will suggest, Rastin, if you accept surrender to her, then I still don't think that she'll be able to keep our people, the human and otherwise exiles, in line without your leadership. You wouldn't be contesting her, you'd be choosing supplication. You'd be choosing to be lesser than her, but you still would have value to her. I don't think she'd kill you. I don't think that anyone would see honor in that.
I mean, not that they're honorful people, and also, again, very hierarchical for an anarchic society, but like...
She'll say no, the clans. The orcs won't follow a dishonorable person, for example.
That's a fair point. So she'd be the leader in title, but they would still look to you for guidance. This could work.
And they would still see me as weak, as having given up on a challenge rather than taking on a fight.
Oh, not if you save her from the Minotaur, and then go like, okay, you're tired. Let me be the honorable person, and be like, you are trying to add a little bit too much spice into this. Or like, if she is in a bloody situation, like, and she's clearly not going to win a battle, it's not a bad moment for you to be like, I will be the bigger person for the people.
It's a possible choice.
It's possible.
So.
Come on, buddy, just say yes.
We're clearly not getting my rock today, unfortunately.
Rastin will put forward this. He will say, if I understand the mutuality of the suggestions that are put forward, it is to risk whatever may happen in such a confrontation by entering it, a three-way duel for control alongside Lydia Jacksonaire and the Minotaur, Jangabar. And in this confrontation, to exclusively direct my harm against the Minotaur, with hope of defeating him and then surrendering to Lydia. Am I clear?
But the speech is important in terms of, I do this for the people, you know, as long as you let me maintain the situation and, you know,
I fear that
help
in a
my
duel,
people.
she will be unwilling to accept any wagers. I could express that my motives are for the people and attempt to gain them on my side, but I don't believe I can present anything conditionally.
I mean, I personally wanted you to walk in halfway through their battle, so they started their battle early, she was a little tired, and then you walk in and save her, but like, I guess you can just do a three-way.
If I am late, I will be seen as surrendering already.
Yeah, he can't be late. He has to be there from the beginning. So yeah, I think the play here is three-way battle, survive long enough to defeat the Minotaur, and then announce to everyone that for the sake of the people, as well as for the continued cooperation of the Circle of Magi, you will willingly relinquish leadership to her. And we'll see where that goes. But you will live.
Do you have any idea? Has she given you any idea as to where that goes?
She wants to take over the entire world.
She wants these people to go further down. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's not content with everyone here staying here. She wants to push.
Also, by the way, we're all risking it. Lucy's pretty content on the fact that she's not going to sniff that we had anything to do with this, but I disagree.
Listen, my plan was to do what we did, which was get the Minotaur involved to fight her, and we book it. Just leave. There's there is no need for us to be involved with this anymore. We could just leave, all right? Actually start a new life. You know, I already gave you the, I gave you the offer. Come to Verdant City. You know, join my
Find a beach
crew.
town, get a
You
tan,
know,
get a new
yeah,
girlfriend.
just be happy. Just be happy. Let go.
So
He's
Rastin
not
will
gonna do it.
resolve this. He will say, "Your suggestions are right. Whether you are present for it or not, on the morn, I will be in the square. My blade will be in my hand and my bow at my side. I will strike hard against the Minotaur. I will attempt to fell him with guile and with precision. When he is fallen, if
I won't be
Lydia
there.
does not stumble, I will surrender to her. And I will attempt to, as her vision for this movement continues, guide the trajectory of my people for as least ill as can be. But do know this. If after Jangabar falls, Lydia Jacksonaire still stands, but only weakly, if her blood is upon the ground, I will attempt to finish her.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't disagree. That was kind of one of the options.
Can I expect you to be there to oversee this encounter, or are you leaving tonight?
Ugh. I hate it when humans endear themselves to us.
Right? Like, god damn it, Rastin.
Annoying.
You're like a lost hellhound that,
Like a Labrador
followed
retriever.
followed me home, and it's just like, on one hand, you're repulsive and spewing sulfuric fire all over the place. You're making a mess, but on the other hand, you're just so darn cute, and I just can't help myself. Oh my god.
Ay. Well, I guess we can be there and then decide what we want to do as the situation unfolds. I am all for chaos.
You are
Just
all for
decide in the moment.
Okay, and I don't like being manipulated.
Yeah.
and it'd be nice to get back at her.
And you only live once, but you can die multiple times. I can prove that.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, fine. Ah, hell's fine. We'll be there, and maybe we could help. Secretly, maybe. No promises.
We have to think.
Asha will put her hand on your shoulder, Lucy, and say, "Thank you." And Rastin
Get a
will
room.
nod with resolution, place his hand on hers, and say, "Wherever would I be without my counsel?" Looking to the three of you in the room and say, "Thank you. I will to rest to prepare for what is ahead." Will nod and begin to exit. Asha will smile towards you both, nodding, and they will depart.
Gael?
Okay, I was gonna kick something and be like, why am I so invested?
Gael, are
we the good guys?
I don't know. What are we gonna do about old man that needs to go home?
Let's tell him that, let's just do this thing. We'll be here for tomorrow. We'll stand by him, and if whatever happens, we're just gonna leave, right? They know we have things to, Rasha knows we have things to do. The lady knows we have things to do. So we'll be here for tomorrow morning for the battle, and then regardless of the results, we're gonna leave and do things.
I guess we can let old man take a nap and then, actually
yeah, he needs to
sleep,
take a
and
rest
then
anyway, and
we can just figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah, so let's go get the rock. We have the orcs waiting outside. Let's go get the rock. He could do his old man space rock thing, and we can get a rest, we can sleep, and deal with tomorrow.
Come what may.
So we will. Bringing to, with that, the close of today's session and our progression towards the next chapter ahead. Thank you for being present. I do hope that you all enjoyed your time today, and I cannot wait until our next session when the fate of this revolution will be decided. I'll see you all very soon.
Wait, is she doing something with the other dude to like influence the whole thing?